And
Say
also, it makes water wetter. In case
it
maybe
makes water
wetter.
wetter. Omo.
Yes,
All right.
like maybe during dry season, maybe you do dry season farming.
Okay.
Like people that plant pumpkin, vegetables during dry season. Some people do. Some people to do plant corn during dry season.
Okay.
So in case you are that kind of person that do dry season farming, you can also use this fertilizer. You don't need to stress yourself for using water to wet your plant every morning. Just use this. Once you use this in the morning, even if you come back in the evening, you'll see your plants very, very fresh and green.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching me from across the world. My name is Omenoko Emeka Moses. You all know the name of this channel, Omenoko Lifestyle Channel. Thank you for joining me today. Now, what am I doing today? For a very long time, people have been asking me various questions on my channel, Omenoko Lifestyle. And I've been saying I'm going to respond to it. And one of the most important questions they've been asking me is the kind of chemicals I use on my farm. I have a lot of questions based on that. So today, this episode, what I'm going to do right now is to show you various chemicals I have used on my farm, how I apply them, and the frequency at which I apply them, and what the purposes are for. If you are coming to my channel for the first time, I want to welcome you specially. You are welcome. And if you've been with me for quite some time now, I started being serious with my YouTube 2021. I want to really thank you. I really want to thank you for sticking with me all these years. I want to ask that you please like this video so the algorithm knows I'm putting in some effort and my casts are being projected to a wider range of audience so that they can see what I'm also doing in terms of agriculture and otherwise. Thank you very much. So without much ado, I'll go into it. Like you can see, I have various chemicals here I've used on my farm and I'm still using. This is Combat. Combat. I used this the last time I farmed beans. You can see I still have a little of it left. I used it the last time I farmed beans. Okay, no, not like the last time. I use it every time. But my video on in 2021 where I farmed beans, I showed this. I showed this. Although I didn't show the name. So this is the name Combat. Combat. Now advert I dey do for una so. All right. So what does this do? This I spray this once the beans have started flowering. Once it starts flowering, I think I start to spray this, or once it has started bringing out leaf. This is the first after 1 month, or no, let me say after 60 days, 1 month or so, you start spraying this. You spray it once every 2 weeks, or you can spray it even once a week. What does this do? You can see it stops. This is a grasshopper. It stops grasshoppers, white flies, aphids, and all those insects, biting and chewing insects, from coming to chew the leaf of your plant, vegetables. You can see we have okra here. You can use it on tomatoes. We have beans here. See it, beans. So it stops all those insects from coming to feast on your crops. That is this one, Combat. Now, I also have this DD Force. The name of this one is DD Force. You all wanted me to call the names. So these are the names. DD Force producers. Oh yeah, it's time to sponsor me. All right, make una dey know am. The DD Force also works as the Combat. Now, it also kills biting and chewing insects, moths, weevils, butterflies. Is it butterflies? All these spiders. Let me read it out. It says controls sucking and chewing insects. Controls sucking and chewing insects and spider mites in a wide range of crops, including fruit trees, vegetables, rice, wheat, maize, cotton, coffee, tea, cocoa, banana, plantain, yam, cassava, tobacco, sugarcane, etc. It is effective against aphids, spider mites, thrips, caterpillars, and whiteflies. It is non-phototoxic when used as directed. You understand? So it will stop all these insects. You can see it has pictures of various insects there. It stops them from feasting on the leaf or the vegetable or the plant itself. You know, when beans starts growing, it comes out in pods, what is called beans pods. It's green at first. So once you start noticing that the beans is flowering, you start using this once a week or once every 2 weeks. So what this does is that it helps your plant to grow in a flourishing way. They're going to flourish. That's that for DD Force. So DD Force, now marketing that they do for na so Siam. DD Force, you know what to do. Then another one, let me go to Force Up. This is one of the chemicals I use very well. Force Up. Force Up. What Force Up does is that I spray this on my farm before I plant. It goes into the ground and kills everything from the root. Everything in the ground. What is all that? Once it kills it, it takes about 2 months for the grass to start growing. So if you're someone that's farming beans period is about 3 months to 3 months and a half or 4 months. If we plant August, September, October, November, you can harvest November or December ending. When I spray this on the farm, then I plant immediately that same day. After doing my ridges, my farm is very clean because grasses won't grow until close to the harvest of the beans. First up is very good. It kills weed, all kinds of weed. That's the work of this force up. Force up. You may not see the now. One thing about this is that you will not see the effect the day you spray it. There's a different one that you will see the effect immediately you spray it. I think that's this Ricat, but I'll come to it. When you spray this, it takes 7 days before you start seeing the effect on the grass. First up, once you spray this, it takes 7 days before you start seeing the effect on the grass. You spray it, you come to the next day, it will be as though nothing has happened on the farm, whereas the plant is already dying from its root. You don't want to spray this after your crops have started growing. You don't spray it after your crops have started growing. It's going to kill it. It will kill it. I have once sprayed this after I planted sweet potatoes, only to come up the next day and all the sweet potatoes were gone. I had to replant. Do you understand? So you cannot spray this after you have planted unless you know how to be very careful. This is a very powerful chemical, force up. So we have the Ricat. 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 You can see the Ricat. It has before and after. You spray your grass today, you come back tomorrow, and this is what you will see. Everything is dead. It's one day, unlike the force up that begins to show after 7 days. When you go to an agro allied shop and tell them you want 7 days, they know what to give to you. They will give you this or something that is close to this or something that works as this. If you tell them you want 7 days, what it means is that it takes 7 days to kill the grasses in the farm, or it takes 7 days before the effect of this starts showing. But this one happens immediately. Immediately. We have other brands. There are other brands also. But for this one, it kills it immediately. You spray it today, the next day you go there, weed have already turned brown. Do you understand? And you can start farming immediately, or in case you want to build there. So that is what this one does. Recat. Then we have also this. Now there's something I want to talk about, this combat also. This combat can also keep pests away from your plant, your yams and all that. It can keep pests away. You can soak your yams before you plant in this combat. They will not come and pick it up. They won't come and pick it up. Those insects or those rodents will not come and pick up the yams from the farm. This can do that for you also. I used this. Scorpion, you can see scorpion, rat, scorpion, snakes, bats, and all those things that might come to pick up your plants, or dangerous animals on the field, wherever you want to farm. You can use this to expel them, snakes, scorpions, and all that. You can see also it has what they call this, is it mites, termites, termites that come to feast on whatever crop you have planted in the ground, be it your yam, your cassava, whatever it is you've planted, they come to feast on it. So this is going to repel them. It's a repellent. So it's called Action 42 Snake Expeller. Also, it has a very offensive odor, such that rabbits, nkapi, and all those bush rats that want to come take up whatever you've planted, it will repel them. It has that strong repelling aroma. You don't want to be near this for too long. Smells very badly. Then we have this DI Grow. DI Grow is a foliar fertilizer. It's a foliar fertilizer. Helps your fertilizer, you spray it on the leaves of your plant. Once the um once the plant, the beans, your okra, whatever it is you are farming, starts producing leaves, and like it's beginning to flourish, you begin to spray this once a week or twice a week. DI Grow. It's well, I had a guest. I'm going to attach the video after this. She also recommended something like this. We've done the video which I'm going to attach after this. That is Super Grow. I believe they do the same function. They also stop insects and rodents and all that from coming to pick up whatever you have planted. You can read through all this when you want to purchase anyone to get full details of what they do. I'm going to post that video with Juliana where she explains all that the Super Grow does. Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching me from across the world. My name is Omenuko Emeka Moses. Once more, I want to welcome you to my channel, Omenuko Lifestyle. As you all know, for the past 4 years, I've been bringing to you various methods by which you can make your own farm produce. We've been farming beans, yams, and sweet potatoes, and some other things like that, food and cash crops. But basically, you all know I farm just for myself. Today, I have with me someone special. Her name is Juliana. And Juliana has introduced me to this Super Grow. I think it's a GNLD product that I'll be applying to my farm. Without much ado, I want her to say one or two about this product as she introduces herself also on the platform. Kindly listen to her. Welcome to my channel, Juliana.
Okay, good evening.
Good
Good
evening.
evening, everyone. Good
Okay.
evening, good morning, good afternoon from anywhere you are watching me from. My
Yeah.
name is Juliana Sule.
Okay.
So I'm from GNLD New Life. Some of
Okay.
you might know the company or some of the products. Now, this is Super Grow Fertilizer. This fertilizer is a multi-purpose organic fertilizer. This fertilizer, you can use it for your farm, for your fish, for your poultry, for your pig,
Okay.
any kind of plants that you're maybe you're
You're farming,
waiting
whatever
to
you're growing.
harvest.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, now this fertilizer is a multi-purpose fertilizer that you can use it on anything. And as you are using this fertilizer, it doesn't stop you from using any other fertilizer.
Okay.
It also makes other fertilizer works very fast.
That's nice.
It
Okay.
also makes your plants to grow very well. Also prevents pests
Hmm.
from eating your crops. Prevents all these infections that affect plants, that makes all these pests eat your leaf or maybe eat up the plants from the roots.
Okay.
So this fertilizer prevents all those kind of infection that affect the plants. And also, while applying this fertilizer, some people don't know how to apply the fertilizer. So when you're applying this fertilizer, you make sure you follow the direction. Make sure you follow the direction that is written on it, or you ask
Okay.
for direction. Because if you didn't use it as prescribed or as you're supposed to use it, there might be some complications.
Oh.
Yes. So this multipurpose fertilizer is a trusted fertilizer in town. Many farmers know it. In case you don't know, just try it.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Juliana, for that. So, I'm going to, if you would like to get this product also, I'm going to tag her number, or you want to make inquiries on this product. You can actually drop a comment requesting for her number and contact details. I'll put it there. She's going to give you details of what it costs and what it costs and how she's going to get it across to you. And also earlier today, I got the NPK and the urea fertilizers. She just told me I can use this also with those fertilizers. And this is normally applied, according to what you told me earlier,
Yes.
once every 2 weeks.
Yes.
That's in a month. Every month I'll be
Immediate
applying it
times.
twice to
Yes.
my farm, to my garden.
And,
So,
and in case if you are applying it on maybe corn or any plant that brings out flower first, immediately your flower starts growing. Immediately you start seeing your flower, you stop using it.
oh,
Yes, you stop using the
oh,
fertilizer.
okay. You stop using the fertilizer, immediately you start seeing
Flower.
flowers.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. That's why it's good to have specialists in the house. Some from time to time, I'll be bringing more people to talk about products you can use on your farm and how it should be applied.
Yeah.
I didn't know that it shouldn't be applied if you have crops that produces flowers when it has started producing
Yes.
flowers. Thank you very much, Juliana, on that one. Want to appreciate you for. Okay, you have
Okay.
something else
And
to say.
also it makes water wetter. In case
It
maybe
makes water
wetter.
wetter. All
Yes,
right.
like maybe during dry season, maybe you do dry season farming.
Okay.
Like people that plant pumpkin, vegetables during dry season. Some people do. Some people to do plant corn during dry season.
Okay.
So in case you are that kind of person that do dry season farming, you can also use this fertilizer. You don't need to stress yourself for using water to wet your plant every morning. Just use this. Once you use this in the morning, even if you come back in the evening, you'll see your plants very, very fresh and green.
Wow. I never knew water could be wetter. With Super Grow. With Super Grow from New Life GNLD. Your water will be wetter on your planter. Gbasibe. All right. Thank you, Juliana. We really appreciate your coming, taking your time to appear on my channel. I hope my viewers, my followers and subscribers reach out to you to do supplies. You're going to discuss how you're going to get the goods across to them, those that are interested. Thank you very, very much. So for those of you visiting my channel for the first time, if you haven't subscribed or you've been here for some time, kindly give me a subscription. Kindly subscribe to my channel. Then also, I want to plead that you like and drop comments, share the video so that people can see globally. Then the algorithm knows I'm doing something that is quite interesting. For those of you that have been with me for some time, I want to say thank you for sticking with me, Omenuko Lifestyle channel. God bless you.